They call it an epidemic now, male loneliness. Like it's some kind of new disease that just floated in on the wind. Well, listen up, it ain't a disease. It's a demolition, a quiet, deliberate raising of the entire structure of what a man was supposed to be, with nothing built in its place, you understand? It's a field of rubble, and you got millions of guys just sitting in it wondering where the walls and the roof went, muttering to themselves, lost in the wilderness. First, they tore up the map. For 1,000 years, the map was simple, for better or worse. You're a man, you protect, you provide, you build something. Maybe it was a shitty map, maybe it was a map that led a lot of guys to a dead end, don't matter. It was a map, you knew which way was north, but now, that map is fucking gone. You tell a young man to be a provider, and he'll laugh at you, provide what, with a wage that can't even rent a one-bedroom apartment? Be a protector. Protect who? From what? The rules change every 15 minutes. Every instinct you have is relabeled a pathology, aggression is toxic, stoicism is emotional unavailability, ambition is privilege. Can you believe this shit? They took away the job description, but they still expect you to show up for work like some kind of mindless drone. So you got no map, and the one place you're told to find your way, to find a partner, is a fucking slaughterhouse, a digital meat market. They call them dating apps. They're not, they're a game. And the rules are written by an algorithm designed to keep you playing, not to help you win, understand? It's a slot machine. You pull the lever, you swipe, and you hope for a jackpot that almost never comes. A fool's errand, if you ask me. It takes the most subtle human thing, attraction, connection, and it turns it into a brutal, efficient marketplace, a cold and heartless place. And in that marketplace, it's like the stock exchange. The top 5% of male stocks get 95% of the investment. The rest are penny stocks. Nobody will touch nobody. You're not a person. You're a collection of 6 photos and a witty bio, judged in half a second and discarded, tossed aside like yesterday's news. Rejection used to be personal. It hurt, but it was real now. You're just a ghost. You don't even get rejected. You just get ignored by 1,000 people you'll never meet, 1,000 faces in the crowd. It's not rejection, it's erasure. You're wiped clean, gone without a trace. So a man fails in that marketplace. What's he fall back on? His brothers, right? His crew? Except that's gone too. Where do men even meet anymore? The factories are closed, the unions are dead. The local bars are now artisanal cocktail lounges that cost $20 a drink. Who can afford that? Men don't have a place to just be with other men. Friendship for a man is built shoulder to shoulder, doing a thing together, understand? Fixing a car, playing a game, building something, but all those spaces are gone, vanished into thin air. Everything is atomized. You're supposed to be a self-sufficient little unit, floating in space, alone and isolated. And you're told that your only real emotional connection should be with a woman, so when you can't find that one connection, you don't just lose out on romance. You lose out on everything because you were told not to build any other support pillars. You put all your weight on a bridge that was never even built, a bridge to nowhere. The system abhors a vacuum. So what fills that empty space? What do you pour into that hole where purpose and connection used to be? You pour in digital heroin, video games that give you a clear mission, a sense of progress, a taste of mastery that the real world denies you. You pour in pornography, which gives you the illusion of intimacy without the terrifying risk of rejection. You pour in online forums and political outrage, which give you the illusion of a tribe and a righteous battle to fight. These aren't just hobbies, they're replacement realities. They are perfectly engineered anesthetics for the pain of a life without meaning. You dig? They keep you numb, they keep you occupied, they keep you inside, locked away from the world. And here's the part that's so ugly you can't even stand to look at it. Prepare yourself. This isn't a mistake. This isn't a tragic byproduct of progress. No, sir. It's a feature designed that way, with malice aforethought. The system doesn't want well-adjusted men with strong communities, a sense of purpose, and loving families. Why? Because those men are dangerous. They're uncontrollable. They don't need what the system is selling. They're free thinkers. A lonely man, a man without a purpose, a man desperate for a sliver of validation, that man is the perfect unit. He is the perfect consumer, buying every little dopamine hit he can get his hands on. And even better, he is the perfect worker, a cog in the machine. A man with nothing to go home to is a man who will stay at the office until 10 p.m. A man whose only identity is his job title will kill himself for a company that will replace him in a day. Is that what you want? This epidemic of loneliness isn't a problem the system is trying to solve. It's the solution, the key to it all. It's the negative space required for the modern economy to function. They're not trying to cure your loneliness, they're farming it, harvesting your despair. It's the invisible, unpaid fuel that powers the whole goddamn machine. So wake up, smell the coffee, and realize what's happening here.